Friday, you already know we at work decided to hop on, chop it up with an individual, see what's the talk of the town is going down the one of the curve. You heard me? Let me just set this up real quick. Here in Southern California, it is a hot as fuck day. Hot as fuck. You know, we in that summer mode, so we gonna be stuck in the hot for a while. Whoopsie. Now, for those who are curious, I just dropped a new video on this channel, right? You guys want to scope that out. And the G series is coming back starting on Monday. We should be bringing it back, and I think it'll be uploaded to this channel and not so much the other channel. The old video will still stay up on the other channel, right? But I'm gonna be uploading new versions of it on this channel. So stay tuned for that. What's cracking like it, Mr. Pasa? Is definitely up in the casa for the raza. What's good, Loke? She got into on this Friday. Chilling like a villain. I'll just move this over here. Because it is definitely hot as fuck today. And we got all kinds of work at the Jale, so we backed up, short on staff. You know, everybody that said supposedly they want these jobs, well, you know, the jobs are there, but just nobody's coming. All these jobs that everybody was, you know, talking about and fighting for. Like, well, where you at? Like, shit. They're right there waiting for people to come and, you know, take advantage. That he's no joke. Serio, my boy. Yeah, you definitely can feel it. I feel you 100 on that. Está muy caliente. Trying to keep cool. Serio, homie. Like at a pool or a beach or some shit. No one wants to work. Hell nah, not these jobs. But these are the jobs that people are always crying and, you know, bitching about that, you know, these people are stealing their jobs. Well, there they are. What y'all waiting for? I'm telling you, bro. People just like to bitch for no reason. My little bug is definitely up in the building. Love you, baby. I'm telling you, bro, they like to make a big fuss, bro, and then when it's, you know, the push comes to shove, and all of a sudden, they ain't around. Hey, hello there. I don't like to pay. That's why. They don't like to pay. That's why. Yo, serio. Facts. My name is Mason. Whoa, hello there. Welcome to the channel. I feel you. Oh, the homie Derek is definitely up in the building. My day's going good. How about yours? Getting ready to make the Skrilla illa. Like a killer. Oh, it's payday, no? Chicano Model's definitely up in the building. What's good, my boy? That's right. Here in Southern California, it's hot, though. It's hot. It's hot as fuck right now. Ain't a good time to be doing anything right now except, you know, fucking chilling by the fucking refrigerator. Because this should be hot as fuck. Shit, my sweat is sweating. That's how hot it is. And no breeze. That breeze that you get is like nothing but hot air. It's like, fuck that. You can hear yourself sizzling. It's no joke. Especially imagine those people that be working in the fields with the hot sun hitting them all day, or those construction workers. You know, supposedly these jobs that these people are dying for. Then when there's no one around to do the jobs, and then they're wondering like what's going on. Like, well, you deported everybody. And then you have like people in Mexico that, you know, on vacation, wearing their MAGA hats and their MAGA shirts, right? And then wondering why Mexicans are tripping on them. Like, oh, you don't know why, huh? You don't know why these people are upset, huh? Interesting. Dear God, we need more than 50 million. You guys more than that? Why? Why exactly that number? Or is that what he said? Is that the number he gave? Nah, he would have gave more of a bigger number than that. I'm trying to beat the record. It's crazy how they think that this is going to fix the United States problem. Well, supposedly his side is already starting to turn on him, no? With the whole Epstein files not being released, people are starting to get frustrated about that. Like, hey, bro, what's going on? You said you were going to release them files. I know I am, eventually. Feel free to get the fuck out of my birthright. Well, this is our birthright too, though. It's a pile of shit. Yeah, that is facts. That is very true. It doesn't now how could I say, it doesn't now mean that it justifies people being, you know, cruel to these individuals or prejudice or racist. Don't want to work. What feo? ¿Cómo estás? Al tiro, carnal, al tiro. Donald Trump eating his popcorn. What's wrong like a dashboard, Gila? Man, he had a meeting, right, with I think the president of Liberia, right? And obviously, you know, in Liberia, their native language is English, right? And so he's talking to Trump, and Trump's like, "Wow, you speak English so good. Like, where did you learn how to speak English so well like that? Like, man, you speak English better than some of the people I know. Like, look, bro, I know it's hard for you to fucking just pay attention, bro, for like 5 minutes. But at least do your homework on the people that you're going to be sitting down with, bro. That way you don't look like a fucking clown. Fucking guy. It's like going to Mexico and telling the president of Mexico, man, you speak Spanish really well. Where did you learn how to speak Spanish like that? The president of Liberia, he was like, what the fuck? When they zoomed in on him, he was like, you do know that fucking English is what we speak, right? Our president of the United States, ladies and gentlemen. Go look at the fucking video, bro. God. He doesn't even take the time to fucking at least, you know, briefly try to know something about these individuals, bro. Oh my God. Where'd you learn how to speak English like that? Oh my God. All right, we're doomed. We're doomed. And this is a person that people voted for. Fucking hate it. Eight of 5 was incredible. Will you do anything new? Will you do anything new in channel? What do you mean, carnal? Trump can't. The birthrights to the raza. Trump's doing whatever the fuck he wants. That doesn't gonna remind me of the one guy, Vlad. Oh, yeah. Fucking Anthony Raimondi. That was such a goofball. Yeah, those guys are, I'm telling you, they want to be known as the real gangsters, bro. You know, hey, I just want to let that guy Boxer know, hey, just don't shout me out, bro, because, you know, I have individuals getting at me telling me, hey, you fuck with that individual? Like, bro, acting like if that fool didn't rat himself, acting like if there's no paperwork on him, like if he didn't snitch. I'm telling you, right? And he's like, and if you guys believe that shit, well, I don't know what to tell you. When he made a video admitting to it, this shit is crazy, bro. I'm telling you, bro, these people are fucking a trip, man. When people go to that length of lying, I'm mind blown by it. I'm just like, what the fuck? And how people could actually believe them, right? Because I had individuals defending them yesterday, right, on the video I made, right? They like, why are you hating on them? Like, bro, hating on what, bro? I spoke nothing but the fucking truth, the facts. Even with the facts shown to them, bro, they're still in denial. That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. The government failed us, but God never did. Yeah. Mexicans don't care about immigration. I mean, deportation. High on meth. Hitler was a Delphine high on meth. Is it possible for Trump to deport U.S. citizens after he deports? Yeah, he's pretty much going to do whatever the fuck he wants. I mean, people just listen to him, right? I mean, he's breaking all kinds of laws as it is. He doesn't seem to mind and care. People are still listening to him, even though it's against the law. All his supporters are going to say, yeah, good riddance, and yeah, no, well, good doing it. But like I said, when Biden was president, these were the same very individuals that saying, oh, no, that's going against our Constitution. That's, violating the Constitution. Now, when he's in office, Trump's in office, fuck the Constitution to them. All of a sudden, bro, that's what I mean. These individuals are fucking like hypocrites, fool, to the fullest, homie. That shit is it's not even a joke no more. That shit is crazy. Yeah, Anthony Raimondi, he was there. He was there in every incident, every great, story or, great event. He was there. He's a coconut next to the German. Yeah, it's just crazy that they use a raza, headline to try to, wreck individual or reel them in. Come on, man. You guys got to support. We're all raza here. Raza? Wait, that game member posted in an interview with us. Okay. No, I guess he shouted him out or something like that, right? And the individual asked him not to shout him out because of his status, right? Like if they're not in the same boat, like if they both didn't tell. I mean, though, that's how you could tell that these fools want to still be seen as gangster, even though they say that that's not true. I mean, come on now, bro. Why else would you do that? Why else would you do what you just said right now? I have individuals hitting me up and telling me, hey, you fuck with that guy? Nah, Charles, that fool threw rat. Oh, man, I can't fuck with him. You threw rat too, bro. What the fuck is going on right here? I'm telling you. Like, there's no difference in levels of ratting. Ratting is ratting, bro, on the streets. Getting high on, bro. Nobody gonna respect you. Nope. It does got to say that one. I'm not surprised that they got it somewhere similarities. I think Gunner just supports Trump because Dubs supports Trump. He tends to be like that, right? Like he'll side with Dubs because Dubs is a solid one, according to Gunner. Remember, that's how the partnership worked. He provided the comedy and the views, right, because of his charisma, and Dubs provided the righteousness and the realness. You know what I mean? And they both benefited. Yeah, like his decision. Can nobody judge him for his decision and the choice he made, right? Can nobody question him or speak on or try to talk ill because of the choice he made, right? The part that's the hypocritical part and the part that people have issue with is the fact that he tries to act like that's not true. right? Or denies it, right? And tries to pretend, to be something he's not, though, right? That's the part that's like people home in on, right? It's not so much people are trying to clown you because of the choices you made, right? But more at the fact that you're trying to act like you didn't make those choices. You get me? It's like nobody clowns on an individual for snitching. You get me? Because he's a snitch. They clown on them when they try to act like they're not snitches when they are. You get what I mean? Because if you're already grown out of it and you're doing your family thing or your civilian thing, hey, can nobody hate on you? Hey, you're improving, you're bettering your life for your own reasons. Hey, fuck it, do what you gotta do, right? But when you still try to pretend like you're still about that life or trying to act like you never did and this and that, that's where the problems come in. That is the problem. Not so much of the telling part, right? But trying to act like you're still, a gangster. You get what I mean? And I think they can't separate the two, or they have a hard time understanding that, right? Like, oh, this fool, you can't walk, or you wouldn't have been able to hang in my shoes like that, bro. Nobody's clowning you on none of that, bro. People are saying, why are you trying to pretend like you didn't roll it up when you did? And what's worse about those individuals is that they make fun of other people for rolling it up. Like, that fool's a snitch, or, hey, careful with fucking with their content, because they might be informants. Or, man, he was on a soft ass yard. That yard was a weak ass yard. Acting like if they roll it up, like they didn't snitch, like they didn't cooperate, like if they weren't on weak yards themselves. That's what I mean, though. Like, it's fucking crazy, though. Like, clowning other individuals for the same thing that you did is fucking wild, bro. You know what I mean? That's the fucking wild part. They do that on, like Whack 100 and all these other videos, right? Like, oh, that was a snitch. That shit is crazy, bro. Yeah. And they're really good at rewriting history too. Like, oh man, people are hating on us for no reasons. We helped them out. We did everything. You know what I mean? But they're trying to rewrite history, right? Acting like if people didn't really, witness everything and heard it and seen it for themselves, right? I'll give them that though, like how they just pretend like they never said those things or those videos don't exist, right? Like they're just never gonna mention it ever again, and then it's like it never happened. Like, oh, so you think if you just ignore the questions, right? That's Nah, that shit is funny. Yeah. I can't believe the bro was going to sit down with them. Well, why not though? I mean, isn't that the prison guard guy? I mean, he's a civilian. I mean, I know that's what I'm saying. At least the honesty could be respected. Like, like, hey, fuck it. At least they're not trying to lie to you. At least they're telling you how it is, right? Like, that's why when they try to like target other channels, right, for their status, it's like, hey, but them fools didn't lie. Them fools ain't trying to lie. You fools are. You see the difference? One is respectable, one is not. You know what I mean? You're still trying to act like you're still solid, but then you're trying to say that you want to, do this, to help youngsters, and that way they leave the light behind. How? If you're not even able to admit, of leaving this behind, bro? How? If you still want to be seen as gangster and solid, right? How you showing these kids that all of this shit is stupid and how they shouldn't, care about this shit when you still do? You're still holding on to it. You care about the funds and that's it, bro. But that's what I'm saying, and ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what YouTube is for. But at least be honest. Don't come on here and saying that you're honest and you tell it how it is and you keep it real when all you fucking do is lie. Come on now, let's keep that shit real. Yeah, it's that insecurity, bro. It's because they view themselves a certain way, right? The shit probably been weighing heavily on them, right? Like, they probably viewed themselves as less than men, or damn, I can't believe it, I went out like that, right? But they judge themselves, they just, automatically assume that the audience will see them better this way or that way. If they were to ever say the truth, they might see them as weak or soft, right? And I'm telling you, is there insecurities that cooked up this whole entire storm, bro? It wasn't even that actual subscribers were coming at them like this, right? They assumed. And now, if they admit it, it's like they were lying this whole entire time, right? That's why it's never good to lie. That's what I'm saying. It's better to come at 100 that we don't have to worry about people exposing you on anything. You know what I mean? Because to be honest with you, bro, there's absolutely no fucking reason why to lie at all. The truth is just as good. Shit, sometimes even better. You know what I mean? You can still told your tales, right? Except like, let's say if they happen to your homie and not actually to you, well, you can tell his story, right? People will still listen. But nah, these individuals have to put themselves in their place, huh? And it's sad, really. You know. But yeah, it's their egos. What's cracking like in my boy? What's good? Yeah, too many narcissists these days. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. They're the most gangsters of the gangsters, and they've been in every story and every incident, and they know somebody, and it's relevant to them somehow. I'm telling you, they're the most interesting men on the planet, bro. They're the Dos Equis guy. They done everything on the list. They've been locked up with everybody, from every race, from every ethnicity. They knew somebody who was, doing this and that. I'm telling you, bro. Like, damn, my boy, what were you guys locked up at? That it was cracking like that, homie. Stop lying to these people, bro. Yeah, seriously. Like, what now, Mike? What now? What story do you have now? What happened to you today? Like, bro, you won't believe what happened to me today. Let me see. What is it now? What happened to you now? Like, fucking it. Like, bro, they should write a movie about your life. Seriously, bro, they've been in all kinds of fights and all this and that. Like, it's crazy. Do you like the beer, those like? Yeah, it's good beer. He wishes he went to the high security prison. Yeah, I noticed he is infatuated with like those kind of individuals and status and stuff like that. Like I said, it's strange. Because like I said, truly those status to him, they probably mean something to him, right? Because he probably looks up to people like that, right? But I'm telling you, hanging in the streets, that information means absolutely nothing, bro. Nothing at all. People ain't asking you, what level you were in or nothing. They don't give a fuck, bro. Asking you where you're from, you say the wrong thing, you're getting smoked. Whether if you were on a level 4 Pelican base, they don't matter. It don't matter to them. They don't care. They're not gonna be impressed. It's not gonna stop them from squeezing the trigger. They don't give a fuck about that kind of shit. But to this individual, yeah, he idolizes those kind of individuals. That's why to him it means something. That's why he tells those stories like that, and like acting like if people in lower yards are weaker. Oh, I was never on a level 2. Yeah, huh. Relax, killer. Telling you, bro. One thing is for sure. The ones that talk the most, bro, are the ones that all bluff. Nothing but woof woof lies. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on Boxer claiming he is posting wiretaps, educate the youth and for enjoying life? I think it's just a money grabbing thing, right? That he like he could earn some money and this is why he's doing it. I don't really believe that they're actually trying to help the youth or nothing like that, right? But they need some noble type of cause, to back up why they're doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? Instead of just being upfront. Seriously. It's weird. It is weird, bro. An infatuation. Telling you, bro, it's because they always wanted to be gangsters. They never made it to that status. Yeah, I know. Somebody has sent it to me, right? And I seen it. And like I said, bro, that's nothing to be ashamed about, right? But the fact that they are ashamed about it is crazy. And maybe because, they're always clowning these individuals that are in lower yards or not facilities that are not at that, functioning level, right? Because like I said, how they, slandered these kind of individuals, right? Then now, if this comes to light, like, hey, what happened, bro? You're clowning all these fools because of this and that. When you yourself, that's what I mean, though. That's why it's never good to talk shit and try to put down people, right? Try to like talk down on people, especially when you're just as, if not even worse. You know what I mean? The whole channel growth was based off of just talking shit about people, bro. Yeah, people say that these individuals are noble or honorable or respectful. How? All they ever did was talk shit on people. Gonna stop kids from joining gangs. Yeah, bro, it's not. Especially, like I said, for people that debrief, these individuals are not gonna listen to these fools. That's a fact. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We gotta get back to it. It was good job to get it with you guys, and we out.